What's going on, guys? It's your boys, Frogan Reactions here, in a different way of filming.
Yep.
We are backyard.
Yeah, so we're filming here outside because we're doing the MacBook Air unboxing, and we decided let's just film this week's videos all out here because why not? So we're talking about free agency, Dubas. I honestly am a little bit confused with the moves he's doing, but he's got a plan, and if the plan doesn't work, well, he can kiss his job goodbye because that's what's gonna happen.
Well, I believe the plan is gonna be executed perfectly.
Let's get right into these signings. Here we go.
So we're gonna discuss who left.
Starting
Toronto.
off,
Jack Campbell. All right, buddy.
Signs with Edmonton, a 5x5.
I'm actually kind of happy about this one. I'm actually, if this is what he wanted, 5x5, I'm actually good riddance. I'm sorry, Jack, but for a guy who's 30, approaching his 35s, by the time his contract is over, he's gonna be 35.
Yeah.
Injury ridden, hasn't played a full season yet. Hasn't played a full season. And is inconsistent at times. Is inconsistent. Mm-hmm. Jack, I love you, but for this price, 5 years, $5 million, see you later. I ain't paying that. No thanks. I said in the beginning, before knowing this price, I was like, give Jack whatever he wants. We want him here.
Yeah.
But after some evaluation and some thinking, Jack Campbell, sorry, buddy. But goodbye to you.
It was nice knowing you for the few years that you were with Toronto.
It was nice.
You were great. You were loved.
We loved you, Soupy. We loved you, Soupy. But at this point, I'm happy we departed when we did.
According to my sources, we're reporting that Toronto is reporting a shortage of soup. Because not only did Campbell leave,
Mikheyev,
but the Cobra.
Oh my.
Mikheyev is headed to Vancouver.
I am actually happy about this one. Mikheyev, good for you. Good for you for getting that money. Good for you. That contract is gonna be bad. For somebody who showed up this season, just showed up this season. The past 2 years, before this season, 2 years before that, he sucked. He was bad. And all of a sudden, during his contract year, he shows up and he got that bread by Vancouver. Vancouver, unfortunately, you got fleeced.
Yeah, maybe in 2 years, you're going to start to notice what happened. A 4x4.75? Come on, man.
And
like, Dylan Strome got 3.5 in Washington, and he's like better than Kerfoot.
Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to one person that is special in my heart.
Boosh.
Ilya Lyubushkin.
2 Ilyas leaving.
Lyubushkin, it was a pleasure, man. You did good service for Toronto. I'm actually sad about this. For $2.75 million, I'm actually sad they couldn't keep him for 2 years. I'm actually sad because this guy worked so perfect. Riley Lyubushkin, Muzzin Brody, Giordano Liljegren.
If
that was the pairing.
1.5 to 2 million, maybe they would have kept him, but the fact that he was asking for like around 3 million is probably why they did.
I'm sad. But
now, here's Dubas' reasoning for, they were saying to Dubas, so you signed Murray and you signed Samsonov for a combined 6 million in cap. Campbell was $1 million less than that. What was your rationale? Well, apparently it was all about the term. Campbell wanted 5+ year contract. Dubas did not want to give a 5+ year contract. He wanted a 2, maybe 3 year contract because he knows that sooner or later Campbell will start to flaw with age. So Dubas was smart on that, honestly. We just have to see if Matt Murray can prove himself. And this Matt Murray and Samsonov tandem has to prove itself.
And we got 2 more people leaving Toronto. Blackwell, it was nice knowing you. I don't think he did much in Toronto. I noticed him a couple times. But otherwise, Colin Blackwell, see you later.
Chicago, 2 years, 1.2 million.
Kasha.
And Kasha.
Kasha,
surprised me.
Andre Kasha. I'm sad. He's gone from Toronto. He goes to Carolina. I mean, I've noticed him sometimes, but with his injuries and all that, time has held him.
You know what's interesting? I think it was Friedman that reported this. Toronto offered him the exact same 1.5 by 1 contract as Carolina, but he chose Carolina over Toronto. What does that tell you? He wanted to play in Carolina over Toronto. It was the exact same contract. 1 year, 1.5.
All right, now let's get into the people coming to Toronto.
So we start with
Nicholas Calabao. All right, this guy. Hey, the guy who dented the cup.
Yeah, he won the cup with
He won the cup and he dented the cup. So if you can't even touch the cup, might as well get the guy who dented it.
According to Colorado producer Drew, which is Steve Dangle's editor, he was Colorado's worst player on the roster, which is an interesting note. I think he's just trying to make Steve mad, but well,
I don't know how this is gonna do, but it's 1 year, $1 million. You can bury this contract in the.
It's a low risk.
It's a low risk, maybe high reward. You never know.
It has to prove himself, but Keefe told Dubas, said, now that we're losing Mikheyev, we're losing some speed,
we need to get some.
Check. So according to Keefe, Obey-Kubel was a good contract to get that could provide some speed and some good on the forecheck. He in Philadelphia in 1920 played 36 games with 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points. The season after that, 50 games played, 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points. And last season with Colorado, 67 games played, 11 goals, 11 assists, 22 points.
I don't know how he's gonna do.
26 years old, born
in
Alberta.
This is an easily buried contract if it doesn't work out.
If it fails, yep. Then Adam Gaudette.
All right.
From Ottawa.
So at this point, they're trying with Adam Gaudette. And they're trying to get out the 1920 season that he had with Vancouver. They're trying to get that out of him back again. So they're hoping he could be back there, right there soon with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Because in 1920, he had 12 goals, 21 assists for 33 points in 59 games.
That's pretty good.
But then he fell off in 2020 and 2021. 4 goals, 3 assists for 7 points in 33 games. And then he went to Ottawa. He did not do well. He played 50 games, 4 goals, 8 assists for 12 points.
Not good.
I mean, hey.
Again, it's a low risk, potentially high reward. It's a leagueman contract.
They're hoping to get
year.
This 1920 season out of him, hopefully.
Born in Massachusetts, plays center, right wing. Who knows what he'll play? Maybe on the 4th line or 3rd line. Then, our 3rd draft pick, Dennis Hildeby, signing an entry-level contract.
This is a good signing.
Interesting move by Dubas, signing another goaltender that we just picked in the draft. He's clearly looking for he wants a good goaltending depth in case Murray or Samsonov doesn't pan out.
No, it's going to be Joseph Wall or somebody from the AHL that's already proven himself.
That's true.
Anyway, 21-22 season. He played 12 games. Got a goals against average of 2.80.
Pretty good.
And a save percentage of 931.
Very good.
I believe this guy could be something down the road. We'll have to wait and see.
3 years at $843,000 a year.
Standard.
So $2.53 million contract.
Standard contract. Anyway, next. This is the moment I am excited for.
Yes.
Now, people are saying Ilya Samsonov is the worst deal in the history. What is Kyle Dubas doing? Now, I don't think this is half bad. Ilya Samsonov has played good for the Washington Capitals, not this past year, but in the 1920 season, he played fantastic. And in the playoffs, he's also played fantastic.
He had a .913 save percentage and a .254 goals against average in 26 games.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
A lot of games played.
I believe in the Maple Leafs system. He'll probably shock you with the new goaltender coach here. We fired on our last one.
1 year, $1.8 million, 25 years old, and this is Dubas's plan. On opening night, Montreal, October 12th, they plan on starting Matt Murray. Then, because it's a back-to-back, on the 13th, they plan on starting Ilya Samsonov.
So we'll see.
It's going to be a fight for the starting position when the long-term playoffs come.
Game 1 and Game 2. 2 goaltenders that are going to fight at their best potential.
With a new goal. So this is like a completely new goaltending scenario.
This could be either the worst thing Kyle Dubas has ever done, or it could be the best. And I'm telling you, if this turns out to be the best, Kyle Dubas needs to be promoted to whatever he can possibly. Just
This is a high risk but potentially high reward contract.
this is a low risk right here. This is 1.8,
but the Murray and the
high risk, but it could potentially be high reward or low reward. We never know.
Reward.
But we'll see, because Matt Murray has been evaluated by the medical staff here in Toronto, and they obviously feel good enough to proceed. So
it's a different situation with Mrazek, because Mrazek was prone to injuries and he always had a shaky save percentage. But
we'll see.
They were saying how Matt Murray was good on Pittsburgh because they were a good defensive team, but Ottawa's defense sucked.
Dude, last season
Doesn't just depend on the goaltending; it's your defense.
Last season, Mrazek had an 888 save percentage.
Yes.
This guy last season had an 896, which is not good, but not as bad as Mrazek. So I don't know.
An upgrade.
So next,
Then just last night,
Victor Mete, a former Montreal Canadian. I don't know what he's gonna add for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's from Toronto, so he's coming home. 24 years old.
Left D, right D.
He could be a good defenseman. I mean, who knows, right?
Depth signing. That's what they're putting this at.
7th, 8th defenseman down the line.
Last
8th
season
or
with
9th.
Ottawa, 37 games, he got 0 goals, 7 assists, 7 points. So he's like mediocre. And then also,
Jordy Ben. Now this guy is just to add grit.
yes,
They said they wanted a physical moving defenseman, and I think they got it right here.
because there was a video back in the 2020 season of Simmons and Ben fighting.
So now they're on the same team. Now they can fight together. That's Toronto Maple Leafs.
Also a lefty righty. So we wrapped up our video, but we're back to film because
We
the Leafs
just
have
got
just
a
announced-
new signing, Calle Yarncroke, for 4 years at what? $2 million for 4 years.
Yes, it's a 4x2.1 contract, 2.1 AAV, and this is the forward signing that we thought was going to be Dylan Strome. It's Calle Yarncroke.
But that's all right.
Wing
'Cause
center, right wing player, came from Seattle and he went to Nashville.
now he's
then
coming
Seattle,
down.
Calgary.
Come down to downtown.
So he's 30 years old and he's born in Sweden.
In
so
this past
in
season-
1920, he registered 15 goals, 19 assists, and 34 points
Not
in
bad.
64 games. Then in 2021 season with Nashville, 49 games, 13 goals, 15 assists, and 28 points. He also played some playoff games there too.
But that's one.
Then with Seattle, just this past season, 49 games, 12 goals, 14 assists, and 26 points. So this is a good, versatile player who can play on both wings and center, any forward position.
Yes.
Please.
So
Maybe on the second line.
So hopefully this guy will be good for the Toronto Maple Leafs. We'll have to wait and see. It's a wait and see game.
But now, according to Cap Friendly,
We only have a couple of thousand, 100,000, which means Justin Hall, you are out the door, my friend.
I'm afraid that's not enough. Justin Hall leaving is not enough to sign Sandin and Engvall. It's only enough to sign Sandin. We only have $756K left. Now, we do have a roster of 21 right now. Joey Anderson can go down, but I don't think that's enough. Like, someone's getting traded or something. I don't know what.
Anyways,
gonna
we'll
be
have to wait and see. It's a wait and see game for the Toronto Maple Leafs. What are they going to do next? Who knows?
Well, let's go back to the regular scheduled video. And
We have 2 roster spots.
we have 2 roster spots because we have 21. And we still have to sign Engvall and Sandin. Now, let me ask you, is Engvall and Sandin counting towards the roster?
No.
No. So those are 2 roster spots. Maybe Dubas is done with signing agents. He just wants to sign their RFAs. But the problem is, they don't have the cap to. They have to trade someone, and I feel like it's going to be Hall. Hall is going to get traded. Sandin will take over that $2 million. Engvall will take over the other $2 million, and Bob's your uncle. There you go.
$2 million is going to come off the cap. And then Engvall, and then, I don't know. We'll have to see. Kerfoot has been in there in the mix of people.
Or Muzzin too. I don't know what Dubas is going to do, whether he's going to trade Hall or not, but we'll have to see. That's as most as we can cover right now, but we'll be back next week to cover more free agent signings and what Dubas does. I really hope he re-signs. And if he loses Sandin over Hall, his career is in jeopardy because that's a big loss.
So that is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate
I
it.
hope you enjoyed this outdoor filming. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one.